Cara Delevingne is really losing it, and Harry Styles jokingly says he did in fact spit on Chris Pine. Let's get into... Okay, thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for clicking the little bell. Welcome to another episode of What's Going On? What's going on? Now, from Variety, Jennifer Lawrence takes aim at Hollywood's pay gap. Months after reported revealed she made $5 million less than Leo DiCaprio on Don't Look Up. It doesn't matter how much I do. I'm still not going to get paid as much as guys because of my vagina? That sucks. That's horrible. That's horrible. Jennifer Lawrence to be paid $8 million more than Chris Pratt for Passengers. Womp, womp, womp. Okay. Wow. You see the pictures. That's really bad. Cara Delevingne does not look like she's pretty good. She looks really bad. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I think that Amber Heard had a lot to do with this, man, to be honest with you. She's one of Amber Heard's best friends. They're like in the same crew. So for all we know, Amber Heard is the one that got her like this. That's horrible. From the Daily Mail, exclusive. Too high to fly. Strung out supermodel Cara Delevingne sparks new health fears as she arrives at airport in her dirty socks with pet dog for flight on Jay-Z's private jet, which doesn't take off following her erratic behavior. Damn. One-time it girl Cara Delevingne sparked new fears for her health that she has appeared disheveled when she arrived at Van Nuys Airport in LA on Monday. These new photos come a week after Delevingne, 30, was pictured with sunken eyes and dark rings around her. Dark rings? Goddamn. So then I look like I've been... Hey, man, I know I have the dark rings around my eyes, but I don't think I look like that. These new photos come a week after Delevingne, 30, was pictured with sunken eyes and dark rings around her eyes while sucking on a smoking pipe of some kind while sitting alone in a car? What? According to the DailyMail.com sources, the cover girl appeared unable to control her body movements at certain points as she was seen on the phone, bending over, dropping her phone, and walking around looking very jittery, as if she was unable to stop moving. Bro, anybody that knows anything about drugs, that sounds like meth. That sounds exactly like meth addiction. Wow. Somebody needs to check her teeth. If her teeth are all fucked up, she's on meth. It's called meth mouth. It's really disgusting. Delevingne arrived at the airport alongside her assistant around noon local time. She was wearing a Britney Spears t-shirt, black joggers with green, yellow, and red stripes, yellow socks, and no shoes. The Only Murders in the Building star dangled her feet out of the vehicle prior to her arrival at the airport. The source says that Delevingne was 2 hours late for the flight. Her assistant clutched Delevingne's dog and straw hat that carried the words "hungover" in bright pink across it as the two walked towards Jay-Z's Puma private jet. Delevingne's bags were loaded onto the plane as she boarded with her dog, Alfie. Two men wearing striped shirts were also on board and left the same time as the Suicide Squad star. Our source says that Delevingne was on the plane for around 45 minutes before she disembarked. It's not clear if the London native was asked to leave the plane or not. Back on the tarmac, Delevingne was seen on the phone while smoking, appearing jittery for the entire time. A member of the model's party spoke with staff at the airport. Eventually, Delevingne's bags were removed from the plane and put back in the SUV that she arrived in. She then left the airport in a similar manner to how she arrived. Recently, Delevingne was known to spend some time at the Burning Man Festival. Burning Man. Where is that from? Telling you, dude, anyone that's connected to Amber Heard, it just feels like they've gone to shit. Sources told, except for Johnny Depp, of course, he's winning. Johnny Depp stays winning. Sources told DailyMail.com at the time that she didn't eat or shower while at the event. Ugh, dude. That's so gross, man. That is, you're out in the middle of the desert and you haven't showered? Ugh, man. The source said she had just spent days in the desert not eating all that much. Oh, gee, I wonder why. God. And she looked disheveled because she hadn't had time to scrub up yet. Oh, please, please. He went on, her friends are worried about her generally after some erratic behavior, but she has a good group around her. Her sister was at the festival with her. She wasn't alone and she has her back. The source continued, Burning Man isn't lined with burger vans like at other festivals. You chuck everything you need in an RV and that's what you have to live on while you're there. Everything works on a swapping system. Just a few weeks before these photos emerged, the model celebrated her 30th birthday in a hedonistic whirl with friends, including on a yacht. Cara's life now looks rather less than glossy. Her tan limbs are sprinkled with bruises, and psoriasis she suffers from at times of stress has flared up again. A friend who saw her in Ibiza observes she was more messy out there than she had been in a while, but says she is okay, fine about turning 30. Oh, okay. Well, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a whole lot of sense. She turned 30. Okay. Well, that makes more sense now. Turning 30 is a very big deal for a lot of people. Some people can't handle it. Like, they see it like their mortality, you know. They're like, oh, I turned 30, me. I mean, you know, I'm not making fun of her. If she's going through that, hey, that's horrible. I'm 35. I'm going to be 35. But I remember when I turned 30, I did kind of have that attack, you know, the panic attack you get where you're like, oh, shit, I'm 29 and I'm not going to be 29 anymore. I'm not going to be in my 20s. Shit, you know, and you have a little panic attack. And that's why reading that, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll give her a little bit of sympathy because I know how that feels. It sucks. Turning 30 fucking sucks. I'll admit it. The thing is, I'm about to be 35 in like 2 months. And it's even worse because I'm going to be fucking 35. Like, dude, I'm going to tell you right now. After 30, it's just all downhill from there. It's like 30, 35, and then it's just like, oh, I might as well just be dead next year. But no. Life isn't over after 30. It's not. Like, yeah, it does suck. You're not young anymore. But that's why. So I will not try and be not try to shit on her the way Amber Heard shit on Johnny Depp's bed. But you know, turning 30, that can be an existential crisis for some people. So I'll give her some sympathy on that. Fine about turning 30 and having a great time. She will think that the pictures are funny. She doesn't think there's anything wrong with the way she is living her life and says she's absolutely fine. That's kind of how addicts talk. People that are addicted to things talk that way. And then this is the final one. That was the end of the article. There's the final one of her. So, I mean, that sucks, man. If she, look, all I'm going to say here is if that's true, turning 30, because the reason I can feel sympathy for that for her is because that's a horrible thing. For some people, they really have existential crises about turning 30, and it's like a genuine fear in their mind. Like, oh my God, I'm turning 30. I'm not a 20-year-old kid anymore. I'm not like a young, no, like that's real. But then again, that other one, the way that they ended it, she doesn't think there's anything wrong with the way she's living her life and says she is absolutely fine. I'll say it straight up. That's how addicts think. Straight up. Anyone that knows about addiction or that has been close to an addict, they know that's exactly how addicts think. Okay, now, see, this is the thing. Here's the thing. I want to start with this. This is supposed to be just a joke by Harry Styles. But I've already reported on the Spitgate, it was called or something like that. Dude, I think he did it. I do. And I'm not like saying like, oh, he did it. Ugh. No, I think something happened on the set of that movie, Don't Worry, Darling. I think something was going on. And I think that he spit on Chris Pine. And like I said during the video, it was an air spit. A lot of people are like, no, he didn't spit on him. No, he didn't hock a loogie. Like, no, he spit on him. Look. I just spit. Look, there's nothing there. See? Nothing. So that's what I'm saying. I think he did spit on him, but it wasn't like a fucking loogie. So they're like, oh, it's not spit. This is from the Hollywood Reporter. Harry Styles jokingly addresses Chris Pine's Spitgate incident at Venice. During his first concert at Madison Square Garden after the film festival, Styles broke his silence on the much-debated premiere event. Harry Styles didn't waste any time addressing a viral video from the Venice Film Festival in which he seems to spit on his Don't Worry Darling's co-star Chris Pine. During his first Madison Square Garden show since Olivia Wilde's psychological thriller premiered at the Italian festival, Styles took a moment to joke about the situation. "This is our 10th show at Madison Square Garden," he said to thousands of adoring fans. "It is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful to be back in New York. I just popped very quickly to Venice to spit on Chris Pine. But fret not, we're back." See, this is the thing. Here's the thing. I love this. I love this. Because let's say the spit wasn't real. Let's say it was fake. A lot of people don't think it was real. Okay, well, you can joke about it, and people will just think you're joking. Ha, 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 he's joking about it. Ha, ha, ha. Or the spit was real, and he's joking about it, and he's bragging to himself. It's like a personal brag, but everybody's like, ha, 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 look, he's joking about it. Ha, ha, ha. But in his mind, he's like, you're fucking right. I spit on that motherfucker. Fuck that guy. That's what he's doing, man. That's exactly what he's doing. But this is the greatest part. This is what I like. It's his shit. It's his deal. He can decide if he was doing it or if he wasn't, but everybody's out here contemplating and speculating. Like, dude, I think he did. Straight up, I do. Styles' playful statement comes days after a video set Twitter ablaze in which it seems like the star spit on his co-star at the premiere of their film in the Sala Grande at Venice. The viral clip prompted Pine's rep to come forward with a statement vehemently denying the claims. "This is a ridiculous story." Oh, of course you would say that. Oh, of course. Of course you would say that. You can't make Chris Pine look bad. But I'm going to say it again. I think something happened on the set of that movie, Don't Worry, Darling. And I think there's going to be some type of something that we find out in the future. That it was a toxic set, that people didn't like each other, and all kinds of shit. There's already been drama from that movie. "This is a ridiculous story, a complete fabrication, and the result of an odd online illusion." We saw the video, man. You can see his lips going. You can see them. They're like, dude, we saw the video. I don't know what you're talking about. An illusion? Nah, man. "That is clearly deceiving and allows for foolish speculation," the rep said in a statement obtained by The Hollywood Reporter on Tuesday. The statement continued, "Just to be clear, Harry Styles did not spit on Chris Pine. There is nothing but respect between these two men, and any suggestion otherwise is a blatant attempt to create drama that simply does not exist." Well, that's my job. That's my job. Thank you. That's my job. I'm supposed to be the one to create drama, so I'm going to create the drama. Totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. No. Do I think he spit on him? I personally think he did, but, you know, whatever. Do I think it would be more of something where they don't want some shit to start, you know, because then what happens if they do start looking into the set of Don't Worry, Darling? What happens if something really did happen? The situation, which has been dubbed Spitgate, is only one of the many controversies surrounding Wilde's Don't Worry, Darling, which hits theaters September 23rd. It's a lot, man. So there's that. I mean, they got that. They got the Shia LaBeouf thing. They got the lies. They have the Florence Pugh thing. I mean, there's so much stuff going on with that movie that you really would love to know. Maybe one day there's going to be some kind of expose. That would be so good. Okay, well, that's going to be about it for today. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for staying with me this long. We will catch you next time.